About 30 years ago, when Thailand's southern islands were still quiet and unknown to mass tourism, 6 adventurous young friends decided to camp on a remote beach. They wanted nature, freedom, and isolation. No resorts, no bungalows, just their tents and the open sea. The first night, they stayed near the main beach, but their real plan was to reach a secluded spot on the far side of the island, known only to local fishermen. That second beach, or what locals called the back shore, was beautiful. White sand, crystal clear water, and total silence. They were the only group there. As evening fell, dark clouds gathered. The wind picked up. Rain was coming fast. They split into 2 groups. 4 people searched for better shelter, while 2 others wandered further inland. The first group found a small thatched hut used by fishermen and decided to move their camp there. But when the other 2 returned, they said they'd found something better, an abandoned house, larger and sturdier than any hut. The only problem, it was locked tight with a rusty padlock. An argument began. 4 refused to break in, saying it felt wrong. Even if abandoned, the house belonged to someone. But the other 2, drunk and stubborn, ignored them. They pried open a small window and climbed inside. The rest refused to join and went back to the fisherman's hut to wait out the storm. Hours passed. Rain poured relentlessly. Around midnight, just as the wind howled through the palms, the quiet was shattered by screams. Human screams, echoing from the direction of the abandoned house. The 4 friends ran through the rain toward the noise. When they reached the house, the front door hung open, swaying in the wind. No one was inside. They searched the beach, shouting their friends' names. Finally, near the tree line, they found one of them, sitting on the ground, shaking, whispering the same words over and over. "I'm scared. No more. Don't come closer. I'm scared." He was in shock, eyes unfocused, mumbling nonsense. They carried him back to the hut and tried to calm him, but he kept repeating the same phrase until morning. The other friend was gone. At dawn, the group sought help from local villagers. By noon, the missing friend was found, floating near the shore, lifeless. Locals guessed he had run blindly into the sea during a panic attack. The trip that began as an adventure ended as a tragedy. When the surviving friend recovered days later, they asked what happened that night. He said that after breaking into the house, both of them picked corners to sleep. Sometime after midnight, he woke up feeling uneasy. When he opened his eyes, a man was standing over him. At first, he thought it was the owner of the house. He sat up and apologized, explaining they'd only come to take shelter from the rain. But then his gaze shifted and froze. The same man was also standing on his friend's chest. 2 identical figures. He turned back to the one nearest him. Its skin was pale, then darkened, turning almost black. The figure crouched down slowly, leaning closer and closer. Then, with one smooth motion, it lifted its own head off its shoulders. Blood poured where its neck should have been, yet the head still smiled. The boy screamed. Both of them ran, but only one made it out alive. Locals later said that the house had been locked for years. No one dared to live there. Some believed a man had been murdered inside long ago, decapitated in rage and betrayal, his spirit bound to the place ever since. And the night those two forced their way in, they woke him. So then next time you find shelter in a place that feels abandoned, remember, some houses aren't empty. They're just waiting. If you enjoyed this true Thai horror story, subscribe to Tale After Dark for more chilling tales every week.